Hello everyone, welcome to the explanation. In this video tutorial, I'll be starting with old question discussion of Fortran. Okay, so Fortran in exam, from Fortran question can be asked from 8 marks to 12 marks. Okay, so this is one of the important chapter or an important topic you can say. So this is very easy. Fortran solving questions in Fortran is very easy, and as well as the theory portion is also really easy. So don't skip this chapter. And the question, it can be a theory question or a numerical question or combination of both. Okay, so today I'll be solving some questions from this Fortran, and this will be my part 1 video, and part 2 video I'll be uploading tomorrow. So let me start with question 1. Okay, so this question, it has been asked in 2074 Ashwin. Okay, Ashwin. So the question is, what are the characteristics of Fortran program? What are the characteristics of Fortran programming? Also, it is followed by a second question, that is, write a program in Fortran to calculate the value of pi by evaluating the following formula for first 25 terms, it says. Okay, so this is a question from series. So the series is given like this: pi 4, 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 9. Okay, so this is a question from series there. So it is combination of two questions. Okay, so first is theory and second is the numericals. So let's start. So I'll be raising this question. Okay, so answer of first part, that is characteristics of Fortran. Okay, characteristics of Fortran. So if this type of question is asked, so write at least 5 points. Okay, so first point is, it is used for numeric operation and calculation. Okay, so also it is used in like a scientific application, you can say. Okay, scientific application. Fine. So next characteristics is, like, Fortran is a case insensitive language. Okay, so insensitive means, case insensitive means in Fortran if you write capital A, if you write small, it is same. Fine. So difference number 3 is, it has got a lot of, okay, a lot of like you can say it has got a rich set of, okay, rich set of library, we can say. Okay, this is difference, this is third number characteristic. So going to fourth number characteristics, we can say that variable name. Okay, so this also we have been studied, that variable names. Okay, variable names starting from letter I, J, K, L, M, N are integer. Okay, and all other are real. So for fifth number, you can say that in this it has execution is faster and efficient. Okay, so there are much more characteristics, so I have only written 5 characteristics, so this is enough for the question. Going to second part, that is the series numerical. Okay, so the series was, I'll write here the series. So the series was pi equals to 4, 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 9. Okay, so you can see that a plus is followed by a minus here. Okay, so I'll write the program in Fortran. So I hope you know the basic program of Fortran. So I'll be declaring integer. So integer I'll declare I, j and sign as integer variable, and I'll declare pi equals to 0 as real. So I'll also initialize the value of j as 1 and the value of sign as 1, and I'll start my loop. Okay, so this is the continuation. This is the continuation of this program. So I'll start my loop. So do I equals to 1 comma 25. Okay, so it means that the loop is running from 1 to 25 with an increment of 1. Okay, so if nothing is given here about increment, so it is incremented by 1. Okay, so it starts from 1, it ends to 25, and it is incremented by 1. So why 25? Because in question they have asked for 25th term. Okay, so I'll write the formula. So pi equals to pi plus 1 by j, okay, into sign, and the value of j will be j into 2 plus 1. Okay, so the value of sign becomes sign into minus 1, and I'll end my do loop. So pi equals to pi into 4, okay, for this one, and I'll print this. Okay, so write star star. So I'll print this like this, pi equals to and the value. Finally I'll end my program. Okay, so if you run this loop you can see this. Okay, so I equals to 1 to 25, so pi becomes pi. What is the value of pi initially? 0. So 0 plus 1 by j, the value of j is 1, so 1 by j is 1 into sign, that is 1. Okay, so my first term becomes 1. Now j equals to 1 into 2 plus 1, which becomes 3, and sign becomes, value is 1, so 1 into minus 1, so the value becomes minus 1. So again it will go to the loop. Okay, it will check the case and it will go here. So the value of pi, okay, so the value of pi, we calculated the value of pi, so it became 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 by j, so the value of j is 3, so 1 by 3, and into sign, that is minus 1, so minus 1, so it becomes 1 minus 1 by 3. Fine, so in this way if you calculate, we'll get this series. Fine, so this was my question number, I think first question. So let's go to second question. So second question is, let me write here. So second question is, how is computer programming language C different from Fortran? Okay, so this question they have asked in 2067 ASAR. Okay, fine. So this question can be a single question, theory question. So let us discuss the answer here only. So how is computer programming, that how is C different from Fortran? Okay, so we can, first difference is Fortran is mostly, we can say it is mostly used for engineering and scientific applications. Okay, so this is the first difference, and we know that C is a general purpose language. Okay, C is general purpose language. Okay, so which is used in wide range of field. Fine, so this is first difference. Let's go to second difference. So we can say that Fortran is case insensitive language. Okay, so what is insensitive? capital A and small a is same for Fortran, and as we know that C is a case sensitive language. Okay, so capital A and small a are different thing in C, we can see. Okay, so next difference is, so I'll clear the screen first. Okay, so next, third number difference. Okay, so this is continuation of that. So third number difference is, while declaring the variable, okay, so I'll write like this only, while declaring variable. Okay, so if variable name starts with I, J, K, L, M and N, so M and N, okay, so they are all integer and remaining are real. Okay, so no such thing, no such rule is there in C. Okay, in C there is no such rule. Next is, fourth number difference we can write is the representation. Okay, so logical operator, if you are using logical operator, so in Fortran, okay, so I'll write here in Fortran and in C. Okay, so in Fortran, less than, how we represent, dot lt dot, whereas in C we represent it like this. So greater than, okay, greater than dot gt dot greater than. Okay, similarly greater than, equal to, okay, I'm writing short form, so it is like dot ge dot, it is greater than, equal to. Similarly you can write for less than, equal to, not equal to. Okay, fine. So this is fourth number difference. And fifth number difference is, while declaring the array. Okay, so in array, in the case of array, array index in C starts from 0. Okay, whereas in Fortran, okay, it starts from 1. Fine. Okay, so this is all about question number 2. Fine. So let's go to question number 3. Okay, so question number 3, let me see my question bank for this. So question number 3, what shall I discuss in question number 3? Okay, I got it. So question number 3 is, explain Fortran structure and what are the data types. Okay, so what are the data types in C? So the question is, explain the Fortran structure and what are the data type in Fortran. Okay, so this is the question they have asked. This is a theory question and they have asked this in 2070 ASAR. Fine. So the answer will be the main part of Fortran program are, so the main parts of this Fortran program are, first of all it is program name. Okay, program name, and then it is declaration of variable. Next is initial definition of variable. Okay, next is main program body, and last one is end. Fine. So I'll write a sample program here. So suppose if we have to program sum, we can say. So integer, okay, a, b we can see, and then c we can see, and c equals to a plus b we can see, and then we'll write it star star, okay. So c equals to c, and we'll end the program. Fine. So this is the Fortran structure, and next is, so continuing this Fortran structure, we also know that this Fortran coding sheet, okay, so this coding sheet, it consists of around 80 columns, okay. So like this it is, it consists of 80 columns, okay. So actual, okay, so dot dot I represent. So here we can say that the actual coding, it starts, okay, up to only 72 column, okay. So 72 up to 72 the coding portion is there, okay, and 73 to 80 they are not used in computer. Fine. So column 1 to 5 it is used to give the line number, okay, and 6th column it is used for comment portion. So no need to write this coding sheet, still I have just explained that. So going to second portion, that is data type, okay. So what is data type? So data type are the name or label for a set of values, okay. So what are they used for? So they are used to define the kind of data, okay, the type of data, the kind of data being stored, okay. So either they are integer or real, okay. So the main data type used in Fortran are, so it is integer, real, okay, character. Other data type they can be like double, complex. Fine. So these are the data type, okay. So this was all about question number 3. So now going to question number 4, okay. So there was an important question I wanted to discuss with you. So going to question number 4, it is okay. Just a second. Okay, so question number 4, let me write. What are the I have to search for the question in question bank, that's why it's taking time. So what are Fortran constant, variables and library function, okay, explain. So they have asked this question in 2067 Ashwin, okay. So let me explain one by one. So we can say that Fortran constant are the numbers, we can say, okay, numbers or a string, numbers or a string of Fortran character. Fine. So there are 5 types of constants in Fortran. So first of all, it is integer constant, okay, integer constant. So it is represented by 1, 0, minus 100. Next is a real constant, okay. So real constant, it can be 1.0, minus 0.25. Next is complex constant. Okay, so complex constant, it can be like 2 comma minus 3, so it is real part, it is imaginary part. Next is logical constant. Okay, so logical constant, it is like dot true, dot false, dot, and last one is character constant. Okay, so character constant, it can be A, B, C, like this. Fine, so this is all about constant. So next portion is variable. So let me erase this. Okay, so next was variable. Okay, so what is variable? So we know the definition of variable. Variable is the name of memory location. Okay, we can say variable is the name of memory location. So variable names in Fortran, it consists of 1 to 6 characters. Okay, so it can be taken from letter A to Z and 0 to 9. Okay, so implicitly, okay, if the name is starting from I, J, K, L, M and N, so implicitly it will be integer, and all other it will be real. Fine, so this is all about variable. And going to library function. Okay, so library function. So what is library functions? So library functions are inbuilt functions, okay, whose definition has been defined by system. Okay, so we can write like this, whose definition has been defined by system itself. Fine, so some of the library function are sign as, sqrt, okay, so mode, max, min. Fine, so this was all about question number 4. Now going to question number 5. Sorry. So going to question number 5. So this is a bit confusing question. Okay, so this is also a theory question, so I think this will be last question for today. So the question is, compare computed goto statement. Okay, so computed goto statement, it is in Fortran, and switch statement, which is in C. Okay, so this is the first part, and the second part is write a program to read a day, number and display whether it is Sunday, Monday, okay, Tuesday, I'll write short form, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, using both concept. Fine, so this is question they have asked from 2069 Chaitra, and this question can be of 12 marks. Okay, so don't skip this chapter Fortran. So this can be of 12 marks. Okay, fine, so let me answer this question. So I'll be erasing this. So first part is computed goto and switch. So this is one of the important concept in Fortran. Okay, computed goto. Okay, so we can write that general form of computed goto statement is, so what is the form of computed goto statement? It is goto, okay, or you can write go and separately to, followed by k1, k2, k3 dot dot dot, comma I. Okay, so where here k1, k2, k3 are statement number number. Okay, K1, K2, K3 are statement numbers, and I is the integer, we can say. Okay, so program control goes to, so how it is executed. So program control goes to statement, it goes to a statement K1, K2, K3 according to value of I. Okay, so which is equal to 1, 2, 3 respectively. Fine. So this was about computed goto. Now next we'll see switch statement. Okay, so next we'll see switch statement. So I think you know about switch statement in C. Fine. So general form, I'll just write the general form. So general form of switch statement is switch expression. Okay, and it is followed by case constant 1 colon, and we have block of our code. Okay, and then we have break. Fine. Similarly, case constant 2, case constant 3, and finally there is a default statement. Fine. So this is the structure of C. Now going to coding portion. So what was the question for code? Write a program to read a day number and display whether it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, using both the concept. Okay, so first of all I'll be using this in C. Okay, so in C program I'll be writing the program using switch statement. Okay, in C I'll write the program using switch statement. So it will start from hash include stereo.h. okay, so void main, and then it is start, so int n for the number of days. So printf enter value of n, scanf %d address of n. Okay, so I'll start my switch statement. So switch, I'll pass the value of n. Fine. So if the value of, so let me continue this code here. So if the value of n is 1, so it becomes case 1. So if the value of n is 1, so we have to printf what, which day? Sunday, and we'll break from this. Again, if the value of n is 2, so we have to printf Monday, and we'll break. Fine. So similarly, case 4, case 4, case 5, case 6, case 7. So case 7 becomes Saturday, and we'll break. And finally at the end we'll write a default statement. Okay, so default statement will print anything. Okay, print hello, suppose. Fine. Okay, so this was the code in C. Now let us write the same code in Fortran. Okay, so I'll write the same code in Fortran. So in Fortran we'll use computed goto. Fine. So let me write the program. So first of all I'll write, okay, let me write this as program. It is, let me write program day. Fine. So I'll start the program. Write star enter n. So it is like printf. Okay, single quote it is. Read, okay, star n. So to read the value of n. So I'll use goto statement now. Goto 100, 200, 300. As there are 7 days, so I'll use 7 labels. Okay, so you can write any label here. Okay, no need to write, it's not compulsory to write 100, 200. You can write anything, 10, 20, 30, 40, like this. So when it comes to label number 100, so what it will do, it will print or write what, Sunday. Okay, and then I'll stop. Again, if it goes to 200, so I'll write Monday. Okay, again I'll stop. In similar way I'll write all the labels, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, okay, 300, same thing. Fine, I'll continue. So whenever when the program executes, so it will ask enter n. So if I'll enter n, the value of n 500, it will go to the label 500 and print the corresponding day. Fine. So this is the code. Okay. So I think I completed almost 5 questions. So this was for today. So I'll continue the question series in my next video tutorial. Thank you and stay safe.